nothing I can do to remove your tattoo. So there's no point in me preaching this message at you or at her or at somebody else. I'm not preaching at anybody. I just want to tell you Yahweh's perspective. Now what's going to happen invariably, somebody's going to come into the radio audience toward the end of the message, and they're not going to hear the earlier part of the message, and they're going to take it as condemnation, and it's not meant to be condemnation. Not at all. You know, I'm a big basketball fan. I like watching basketball. My favorite team used to be the New York Knickerbockers. Now it's the Miami Heat.
Okay, all right.
Yuck. But as I watch the National Basketball Association today, the focus of what I'm watching, the focus of the players' ability, the focus is no longer the players' ability, but the players' decorations. Could I close that front door? Vincent, check the front door. Make sure it's closed, please. The tattoos of today's modern NBA player glares for your attention. The NBA is supposed to be a place, the National Basketball Association, where the player's ability alone attracts our attention. Now compare two megastars in the National Basketball Association. Let's compare LeBron James with Dwayne Wade. Let's just look at the way they conduct themselves. LeBron James is tattooed with the most disgusting, demonic, sun god worshipping messages from shoulder to wrist on both arms, including his back. Dwayne Wade, that I can tell at this point, is tattoo free. I saw a file footage of LeBron James of 2 years ago. He was tattoo free. I was able to watch the man and appreciate his talent by playing basketball. Today, the tattoos throughout the National Basketball Association and other sports, but not as much in baseball and auto racing as there is in the NBA. Maybe it all started with Dennis Rodman. I don't know. Maybe he was one of the pioneers. But I'll tell you this. Bill Russell didn't play that way.
That's right. Amen.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar didn't play that way.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan didn't have to play that way. Larry Bird didn't have to play that way. Dennis Johnson didn't have to play that way. Tommy Heinsohn didn't have to play that way. JoJo White didn't have to play that way. I don't believe Will Chamberlain played that way either. He may have had one, but certainly not
the whole sleeve.
What you see here, the way they decorate themselves today.
The sleeve tattoos.
Gail Goodrich didn't play that way. Jerry West didn't play that way. Tiger Woods doesn't play that way. It's something specific. I don't know if it's a ghetto mentality. I don't know what it is. I have no idea. I don't care. I'm only interested in Yahweh's perspective.
Amen.
So I want to share and I want to talk to you a little bit about the truth about tattoos. So for the sake of truth, can we all agree that when we watch the NBA, the National Basketball Association, what we're actually watching, more accurately, is the National Tattoo Association?
Yep.
It is so distracting. When Michael Beasley stands next to LeBron James, it's so distracting that I can't even focus in on the basket, the referee. I'm like, what does it say?
Yeah.
What does it say? What's the symbol? What's the message? Because it's fixating. It draws your attention away from their ability onto their decorations, their tattoos. So today it's the NTA, the National Tattoo Association. We just read Barbie. It's now in a midlife crisis, so when she doesn't know what to do, she gets tattooed. And if you buy a tattoo Barbie, guess what? Your children can get tattooed too, with 40 different tattoos to identify with their new Barbie. Tattooing is a common link, brothers and sisters, in almost all pagan practices known to men. Tattooing has no place on the flesh of any believer, unless you desire to be marked as a pagan denier of Yeshua. I hope this message does not condemn anyone, but merely strongly convicts you into immediate, loving, decisive action on behalf of Yahweh's children. I'm going to say that again. I hope this message does not condemn anyone, but merely strongly convicts into immediate, loving, and decisive action on behalf of Yahweh's children. Use today's admonition to consider tattoo removal. If you can get a vasectomy reversed, if you can do other acts of reversal, I want you to consider, stop with the excuses, and consider tattoo reversal. And again, I'm not angry at anybody. I don't know who is, and I don't know who's not. That's not what this message is about. It is about declaring the word of Yahweh.
Indeed.
Use this admonition to consider tattoo removal. You listening to my voice around the world. It may be more important to you than other things you have mistakenly prioritized over and above this issue. Perhaps you prioritize things like drinking lots of green tea and taking lots of antioxidants to keep your body healthy. But whether you do or you don't take green tea or CoQ10, whether you do or you don't take these daily supplements, will not keep you or prevent you from entering the kingdom of heaven. I'm not even going to tell you that tattoos are going to prevent you from entering the kingdom of heaven, because I don't know that. But I'll tell you one thing. Yahweh's word is very clear. And I sure wouldn't want to roll the dice. Brothers and sisters, you will find many different reasons why people have gotten tattooed. Here are just a few. Some say that in Borneo, in a place called Borneo, tattoos were used to ward off and harm and disease. In the Polynesian culture, some say tattoos are a rite of passage into manhood. American Indians believe that war paint protected them in battle. Some say that there are those in Burma today who believe that a tattoo over the heart can stop bullets.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. We've heard of some Samoans who believe that tattoo is a show of respect for the God quality or the Christ consciousness that is within them, or evidence, perhaps, that they can bear a lot of pain. Some cultures believe that tattoos would give them supernatural and magical power. Other cultures believe that tattoos would help them gain admittance into the afterlife. And then, of course, in the Bible, there are instances of people who were tattooed in worship to their false deities or to honor the dead. But what about right here in America? Well, some merchant sailors in times past have worn tattoos as a good luck charm against the possibility of drowning at sea. We have all seen traditional American tattoos. These tattoos were and still are often a sign of rebellion. The tattoos of skulls, flames, lewd women, snakes. Then there have always been the tattoos that pay homage to dead loved ones, or tattoos that show one's gang affiliation. Yes, tattoos mean and have meant a lot of things to a lot of different people. Superstition, pagan worship and belief system, in power, strength, rebelliousness, love, usually